Welcome back. As you may have heard, a school board up in Morris County made international news when they made the decision to take the names of holidays off their school calendar. This week, they had another school board meeting just to deal with the blowback, and our Phil Andrews was there. Phil.
Well, Larry, back on June 10th, the Randolph Township School District here in Morris County decided to take all the names of the holidays off their school calendar and replace them with the name Day Off. They also decided to replace Columbus Day with Indigenous People Day. And let me tell you, that did not sit well with the Italian American community here in this area. As a matter of fact, the blowback was so intense that the school board had to hold a special meeting this week to vote on a motion to rescind their move. But despite that decision, 400 plus residents still turned out to voice their displeasure with the board.
I spent the last few days thinking what went through their mind to make that decision the first time around. And then when they learned at the board meeting that Italians were a protected class, what made you feel that instead of making things right, you would take it one step further and wipe everything out?
You don't want to do what you must do tonight. Last Sunday's statement is proof. Many people, including our mayor and state education commissioner, forced you into this. Former Governor Christie said reverse it or resign. Governor Murphy did everything but call you a bunch of knuckleheads in his condemnation.
I saw in the comments that the calendar was simply changed because it was just attendance and you talked to other townships. I'm sorry, but you were elected by the residents of Randolph. I could not give one damn what they're doing in other towns, but
Now, one of the more civil responses this night came from Senator Anthony Bucco, who represents Morris County and District 25.
This is about our children. It's about our history. It's about our heritage. To me, I'm a proud Italian American. It was my father's legislation that required Italian American heritage programs to be taught in our schools across the state. So to eliminate that from your calendar was bad enough. But when you took the next step to eliminate all holidays, you allowed your pursuit of diversity to spiral into division. And tonight is a night to reverse that decision, bring this town back to normal. It's difficult as a leader sometimes to recognize that maybe you made a mistake.
So what exactly do you think your dad would have had to say about all this?
Well, I don't know if my dad would have been as calm as I was up there tonight, but he certainly would have done the same thing that I did. He was a proud Italian American just like I am, and he would have spoke out as well, and I think he would have come out and talked to them like I did. He taught me a lot as a father and as a mentor, and I hope that I'm able to carry on his legacy.
And so the resolution was indeed passed, all the original holiday names put back on the school calendar. But there was also a call to do a bit of research and get some public input on maybe adding one more holiday to the calendar, Veterans Day. But apparently that is already receiving some questionable responses. In Randolph Township, for Jersey Matters, I'm Phil Andrews.
Thank you, Phil. Next on Jersey Matters.
With fewer cars on the road in 2020, you might expect there would have been a decrease in traffic fatalities, but that's not what happened. I'm Sherry Carabin, and coming up next on Jersey Matters, I'll have that story.